Hello, welcome to One Command Central. My name is Dragon14, aka Xavier. This is a new channel, I am a new user, I have a new website. You may want to go check all these out, but basically this channel will be focusing on tutorials, teasers, trailers, and demonstrations for single commands which I make with multiple command blocks to add new features to vanilla gameplay without mods or resource packs, so you can look forward to interactive tutorials in making people like this. So, if you want any of these commands, then please check out dragoncommands.weebly.com, as you can see written on the sign. So today we are going to add this mob to the More Creatures command. As you can see, he can change weapons, he looks pretty nasty. He can also break torches, so that's what we're going to learn how to do today. If you are unfamiliar with the More Creatures commands, then please check out Logdotzip or Swimmingbird941's videos. If you are unfamiliar with this, please check out Logdotzip's videos or Swimmingbird941 videos, and they can give you a very detailed explanation of the command. So, today we are going to be focusing on the spawning, the appearance, the weapon changing, and the torch breaking. If you have any suggestions for some features, then I've left 3 spaces here for community suggestions. So before we do anything, it's best off we start off with a fill clock. If you do not know how to make these, all you need is a command block that says fill 1 to the positive Z, 1 to positive C with air, and on the other side you want -1, -1 redstone block. And then you will have something that looks like this, and whatever you specify your x-axis to be, make sure it's facing positive x, that is how long this chain will be. Now the first thing we're going to focus on is spawning. We want to detect if a skeleton is on top of a sandstone block. So let's do that. We go execute what we want to execute with. Let's go skeleton, so they can use bows and swords, and we'll go detect a block below them, sandstone, -1, which means it doesn't matter what kind of sandstone, and then we'll go entity data at E, type equals skeleton r equals 0, so it only refers to itself, custom name, assassin. Now, when we activate this command, he will have this name, which is assassin. So now that we've figured that out, I'm going to hold down Control and press my pick block button, and I'm going to put it next to this fill clock, which is constantly placing redstone. So this command is constantly being active, so it's always checking for skeletons which are on top of sandstone blocks. So you will notice this skeleton does not become an assassin because he's not on top of sandstone, but this skeleton is an assassin. Now the next thing we want to do is give this assassin a constantly increasing score. So we are going to add this objective, mCreature Desert Dummy, which means it will only change when a command block tells it to, mCreature Desert. Spelled that wrong, and then we're going to add that in. The way that we're making it constantly increase is by typing in scoreboard players add at E, type equals skeleton, name equals assassin, so it will only work with skeletons named assassins. We'll go mCreature assassin, mCreature desert 1. So it will be constantly adding 1. Now we're going to set the display so we can see what's going on. Scoreboard objectives set display sidebar mCreature desert. So when we have our assassin, we should see on the left hand corner working. Doesn't seem to be doing so. Right, that's because we haven't added this part in yet. So let's do that. So now you can see on the right hand side, this score is being constantly increased, which is exactly what we want. As you can probably tell, this score is just going to infinitely increase. So to prevent that from happening, we are going to type in this. Scoreboard player set at E score mCreature desert min equals 1000, so when it reaches 1000 it will set the score M creature desert to 2. And when we press that, you can see it goes back to 2. And the reason why we're doing it at 2 is because the score of 1 is going to do something special. So now let's give this guy a proper appearance. We are going to do that by typing in /entity_data at speed type equals skeleton score M creature desert equals 1, and then I'm going to paste in a tag which I used from a generator called MCStacker, which you can find in the description below. So now he should look like this. He's just got a player skull, which is called Wizard, and his leather armor makes him all black. Now we are going to add in his weapon changing mechanic. So his first weapon will be the bow. So we'll go type equals skeleton score M creature desert equals 2, which means anything less than 2, and score M creature desert min equals 2. So if it equals 2, he will have an equipment of bow. When his score is 400, he will hold an iron sword. When his score is 700, he will hold a heavy weighted pressure plate with an enchantment of sharpness 2, which has a 100% chance of being dropped. Before we test the assassin, we are going to add one last thing. It will be giving speed to all skeletons named assassin level 2 for 1 second, and because it's continuously being updated, it will always have speed. So we are about to fight 3 at once. I have currently just very standard basic mid-game armor and weapons and food. So we're going to fight 3 of these, but we're going to space them very far apart so they all have different weapons at different times. So when he switches to his sword, I will add another one. So we are going to fight these right now. So as you can see, the ones with the ninja discs actually have yellow boots. It's just an extra visual indication to see what stage he is at. So currently they're very hard to shoot at range because they are very fast. Oh. They do a considerable amount of damage, except for the one with the ninja discs, which will be thrown. And as you can see, when I killed him, he gave me 50 ninja discs, which have the enchantment on it. Let's try this. Oh, these guys are quite powerful when they have melee weapons. Problem is, we can just pillar up and we're safe. But we will change that in a moment once the ninja discs become active. Oh. So yeah, they were fairly powerful for what they are. You can just use blocks to escape them, but otherwise they can be a force to be reckoned with. So let's make the assassin break some torches. So what we are going to do, we are going to execute at a type equals skeleton, name equals assassin, fill will go -1 and whatever's on his layer, -1, we'll go 1 and anything above him 1. Go as 0, replace torch. Now let's see what happens. So as you can see, any torches that he comes towards will be broken. Let's see if we can lure him over here. Come on. No. Closer. Yep, so as you can see, he is breaking the torches. It seems to me that it's a bit too difficult for him to break the torches, so we are going to increase the radius of the breakage, if you like. So let's go fill 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So that essentially doubled how much space he can destroy. So let's see what happens now. Yep, that's a lot more menacing. I'd hate to come across one of these guys in cave. Let's especially if he breaks all your torches. Oh, jeez. Nasty. But for now, we are finished with today. You can look forward to next episode when we focus on the smoke bombs and the ninja discs, which are very complicated mechanics. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.